Good morning, everybody. My name is Mr. Aranguena, but you guys can call me Mr. A, and I'm going to be your substitute teacher for today. I've seen so many videos on YouTube about substitute teachers with their reviews. I don't see any guys. Guys, where are all the males out there in the teaching field, in the substitute teaching paraprofessionals? Okay, guys, so I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite jobs of all time. When I was a substitute teacher in New Jersey, this was something that I enjoyed doing, guys. It was super fun, super easy. So let's go down to the basics, yes? I worked for my old middle school, which is now like a gifted and talented school, but back then it wasn't. So that was pretty cool too, because I saw some of my old teachers and it just brought back so many good memories from back when I was in the 8th grade. I worked for this subbing agency called Source for Teachers, but there are many more out there that I've heard about. You do have to pay for the background check and the substitute certification, which can take up to 2 months, so plan accordingly. I subbed from kindergarten to the 12th grade. The typical work schedule was from 8:30 to 3 p.m. Some shifts were half days from like 8:30 to 12. So back to what I was saying earlier about subbing being easy and fun. This really depends on what school you're in and what teacher schedules you get. The best schedules are from the specialty teachers, like the drama, the dance, the music, the art teachers. Those teachers always have the best schedules. Now, how it works, there's 9 periods, right? For the math and English, you're probably working about 7 or 8 of those 9 periods, and you do get your lunch break, obviously. But from what I've seen with the other teachers, their schedules are so much better and there's less work to do. You don't get the same students all day. For each period is a different class. Now let's talk about the dress code, guys. How should I go to work? I would have a polo with some khaki pants. On some days I would dress up and come fancy to work, have a nice little shirt on with the tie, with my dress up shoes, with my dress up pants. Some subs at my school would come there like super bummy with like a short sleeve shirt with like a Batman logo on it, with like some jeans on. Like, people don't care. Teachers, faculty don't really care how subs dress. Subs really don't get no love. Let's say if you're covering gym one day, make sure to dress the part as well. So come in comfortable, with some sweats, with some shorts, with some sneakers, and come ready to teach. Okay, my favorite class to sub for was the bilingual classes. Why? Because these classes had so many different countries, so many different cultures inside the class, and I love learning new things, and it was just a great experience. And these kids tend to behave much better than the other kids. Don't know why. It's probably just how they were brought up from their country. Like, they really respect teachers. Not trying to say that the kids here don't respect the teachers, but these kids were like on a different level. But all kids are great kids, and I definitely love being a substitute teacher. So yeah, guys, if you really like a school that you're subbing at, make sure to get cool with the head secretary, because she's the one that can really put you in the system and keep you there permanently. So you have to find the right fit for you guys. Tried about like 3 or 4 schools, some I didn't like, but once I got back to my old school, it's just the vibe, the faculty, the teachers, just the whole thing was so different compared to the other schools. And those other schools were pretty good too, but something connected with that school. That school that I worked for was a gifted and talented one, so kids are better behaved, kids listen to you, so things go smoothly compared to the other schools. Something also really cool about my school, we probably had around like 10 subs that were permanently at that school. We all clicked and had our little groups, and like we would always hang out after work, go to baseball games, like we would go out drinking or go to TGI Fridays, and that was really cool, guys, building that bond. I'm super happy that I got to meet these cool people, and sub life forever, you heard? Sub life for life. Sometimes teachers didn't leave any sub plans. So what do you do? Well, here's what I recommend. Just go to the next door teacher. Typically teachers that are next door know what's going on. Or if there's no teacher next door, it's simple, guys. Just keep the kids busy real quick. Just do like silent reading for like 20 minutes while you call the main office and say, by the way, the teacher didn't leave any plans. If there's something that you can give me, like some worksheets or something. For those moments, guys, don't stress. There's plenty of things to do. But most days, to be honest with you, was pretty easy for me. Like, I was normally working 6 out of the 9 periods per day, which was awesome. Now, what would I do in those other periods that I was free? To be honest with you guys, I would go to my car, take a nap, or stay inside the classroom and take a quick nap with my alarm on. Now, this was just for some days that I was really tired. And one thing, guys, don't go into the break room and go to sleep, because somebody can take a picture of you and then you can get in trouble. So before you guys go home, make sure to go back to the classroom and just clean it up for 15 to 20 minutes. Leave the classroom the same way that you got it. And please make sure to leave a note and tell the teacher how did the day went, if anything happened. Teachers like when you do this, and you'll probably get a call back to cover that class. Okay guys, now I'm going to talk about my worst experience as a substitute teacher. It was my very first day. So keep in mind, I had no idea what to do and I had no experience. So anyways, that day was a second grade class and it was back in the summertime of 2016, something like that. Like it was May or June. So I saw this job pop up for half a day, which was perfect for me because I didn't feel comfortable working a full day yet. So I accepted the job thinking everything was going to go well, and then I went into the school, spoke to the secretary, got my schedule. My kids were in recess. So anyways, guys, I go down to recess to pick them up, and keep in mind, they're just coming back from recess, so they're kind of riled up and they're super energetic. And I simply go, okay, guys, I need Mrs. Ortiz's class to line up right here, right now. 5, 4, 3... and then I just counted down. They all line up and, so far things are okay. So then I'm like, okay, guys, so follow me back up to the classroom. As we're walking up to the classroom, some kids were fooling around. Finally got inside the classroom. This is where everything kind of went south, guys. That classroom turned into a WWE ring, a soccer field, a football field, and it was just chaos. Like, just things changed out of nowhere. First it started with like 2 kids arguing and then pushing each other. So then I go in there to try to separate them. I'm like, hey, calm down. So I'm super nervous at this point because it's my first day, and I guess some of the teachers next door heard me, so they came inside the classroom to check up on me. And I'm super grateful for those teachers that came out to help me. I really do appreciate it because, guys, I had no idea what to do. Like, I was nervous, I was anxious, like, oh my freaking god. Something that I learned from that day was to take control of your classroom. Don't let them walk all over you, and don't be too nice, guys. Be nice, but then be firm. And shout out to those kids that behaved, that listened, that did their work, which was probably like 5 of them from that 20 group class. But yeah, guys, that was my first and my last day at that school. I never went back because that was just terrible. But yeah, guys, go to different schools, experiment. Not every school is the same. Each school is different. If you're trying to pursue this as a full-time job, make sure you guys network and get a good reference from that school with the principal, with the vice principal, with the secretaries. That's going to help you get a job in the future. I still have those teachers as my references. And trust me, they have come in handy when applying to other jobs. But from working in a school for a few years, now keep in mind, I subbed for 1 year, but then I worked as a full-time paraprofessional for like 2 years. From seeing how everything went down, I kind of put my teacher dream aside. Goal was to become a technology teacher since I love fixing phones. I like breaking things open and seeing what's inside, computers, whatever. Laptops, tablets, iPods. That was one of my goals, was to go back to college to go get my teacher certification and basically find a job as a technology teacher. This probably isn't for me, but no problem. There's so many other jobs out there. Okay, guys, so now we're going to be moving on to pros and cons. But before that, I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you guys to please hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, for the YouTube algorithm gods can bless my channel. Y'all heard? Y'all better hear me, bro. And guys, if you would like to check out my eBay store, the link will be at the bottom. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, on Facebook. I will be leaving down the link here somewhere. And make sure you guys check it out. Okay, guys, should I start with the pros? Should I start with the cons? What do you guys want to hear first? Comment below. Anyways, guys, let's start off with the bad news, right? Con number 1. There was no summer pay or holiday pay. You are not an employee for the Board of Education. You are a substitute. You're working for a subbing agency. So that was a con. You did not get paid for holidays, Christmas, spring break. Con number 2, guys, I wasn't a morning person. Now, this can be a pro for you if you love waking up early. Con number 3. Number 3, the pay could be better. In that time, I was making $100 per day, which is okay, but I feel like that the pay should be a little bit better considering all the work that subs go through. And keep in mind, guys, subs don't get no love. Like, teachers always want to blame the sub. Some kids treat the subs bad. Like, subs really don't get no love ever. But anyways, con number 4, that the kids tend to be more wild when there's a sub. Like, oh yeah, sub is here, party time. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, I don't think so, and I'll get my Queen Latifah on you. Sorry, now. Some of the kids wouldn't take the sub seriously and would joke around too much and would play around too much. Strict and firm. You heard? because if not, these kids will jump all over you. Con number 5 is some teachers were really picky on how they would want their class run. Now, these students are going to report this to their teacher the following day when they come back on what happened, what work was done, how was the sub, this and that. And believe me, those kids are going to tell the teacher everything. And if things didn't go well, the teacher's going to tell the head secretary, and then the head secretary is going to tell you something, and that teacher is not going to want you to run her class again. So that's something to be on the lookout for, is just follow what the teacher's plans on the sub plans, follow what he or she is saying. And yeah, next con is, guys, con number 6 is that there's no benefits. You're not a full-time employee, you're a temporary employee working for a subbing agency. There's no benefits, there's no dental insurance, and there's no health insurance. Hey, what can you do? Con number 7, and my last con, is that there's no training. Yes, there is orientation, but it's just some guy reading off this book for 1 hour. There's no such thing as in-class experience. There's no training. You kind of learn on the fly, but it's very important to do your research also. You know, like, don't walk in there and be like, oh, so what do I do? So have to take attendance? So what? No, guys, do your research and come prepared, and don't be like me. Now we're gonna be moving on to pros. What are the pros? My favorite part, the good news, right? The best part. Pro number 1, you get to finish early. You start early and you finish early. Pro number 2, you get to work with kids, guys. What is better than helping kids that really need your help? It's the best feeling ever. Pro number 3, it's an easy and it's a fun job, guys, depending on, you know, what school you're covering for, what teacher you're covering for, what schedule you get. I thought it was super fun and easy. Next pro is that there's weekly pay. Source for Teachers used to pay us every Friday, once per week. Next pro is that you get to pick your schedule. You are your own boss. Next pro is that there's friendly people that work at a school. Teachers are normally nice. The vice principal, the principal. For the most part, everybody is nice, and it's a professional place to work for. Next pro is that there's no work on the weekend, right? Because it's just Monday through Friday. Next pro is that you can get tutoring side jobs or babysitting jobs. Make that connection with the parent when they pick up their kid. Oh, by the way, I do tutoring on the side. If your son or daughter ever needs any help, let me know, or I can babysit them. Give them your business card or give them your phone number, and that can be another side job right there. Next pro is that you can collect unemployment. Now, how much were they giving me? Well, this varies on how many hours you work that year. Each person's case is different depending on the state. But for me, every week of that summer, I was getting about $100 every week, and I was super grateful for it. Hey guys, something is better than nothing. Next pro is that there's no holiday work. Right? You don't work on major holidays like the summer, also spring break, Christmas break, President's Day. And this pro is with all due respect to all my beautiful women out there, but something cool about working at a school was that there were so many beautiful women. And guys, I never try to hit on any woman. I swear to God, like, I always kept it professional. So many beautiful women just walking by you like, hey, how are you? What's your name? And I was just there like, huh? Oh, me? My name is Caesar. What's your name? Mr. Caesar. Mr. A. Mr. Everyone. Yeah. Sure, whatever. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There will be more content coming out, and I will be doing a giveaway real soon. So stay tuned on my upcoming videos for that giveaway. And make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for the YouTube gods can bless my channel. Y'all heard?